And retired St. Louis Captain David Dorn being laid to rest after hundreds waited in line to pay respects at his memorial service yesterday. Police have charged a 24-year-old man with fatally shooting Dorn, who was standing guard outside of a friend's pawn shop that was being looted. Let's bring in Missouri Attorney General Eric Schmitt. Mr. Attorney General, describe the scene for me yesterday and the range of people that came to pay their respects yesterday.
I mean, it was incredible. I mean, you had members of law enforcement paying their respects, members of the community, African-American individuals, white neighbors who were paying their respects to a man who served his community for decades. Retired, Police Captain Dorn served on the St. Louis Metropolitan Police Force for 37 years, also was a police chief in a suburban municipality, and universally loved. He mentored youth. He served his community with honor and distinction, and had an opportunity, to be there and to visit with the family members. And in an unbelievable display of perspective and faith, one of the family members said he died doing what he loved, which was protecting and serving. But certainly heartbreaking and tragic. But the outpouring of support that we saw in St. Louis yesterday was an indication of what a great man Captain Dorn was.
The suspect is charged with first-degree murder. Help me understand, and I know each state's got a little bit different, but that means that he had intent?
Yeah, so there's been one individual charged with first-degree murder, along with burglary, robbery, and other lesser charges, has been identified as the man who killed Captain Dorn. And so that arrest has been made. There was another individual arrested, but there are still several members at large. The St. Louis Metropolitan Police Department issued the video surveillance footage, and they are at large. There's awards out there for people with information. So that investigation continues, but certainly those charges were brought, and it's my hope and my prayer that justice is served.
There are four other officers that were shot and 55 businesses burglarized or damaged in St. Louis. I'm wondering about what you think and what's going on there in Missouri or even in the city of St. Louis as the Congress starts to talk about police reforms. Do you see that as something that you need and that could actually happen in this next few weeks?
Well, I think one of the more troubling turn of events here is this growing chorus from across the country of the desire to defund and dismantle police departments. That is incredibly reckless, that's incredibly dangerous, and quite frankly would lead to chaos. We have serious public safety concerns all across the country and in our cities, and those issues are best solved when individuals from law enforcement and the community work together for solutions. So in a time where we see rising crime rates in a lot of our cities, we certainly wouldn't want to lose funding for important things like training, de-escalation, body, dash cams, community policing. All of those things are an important part to the solution as we move forward and come together. But defunding the police, which is a radical idea that's growing, has growing support, would be devastating.
Eric Schmitt, Attorney General of Missouri, thank you for joining us.